Hello, Facebook. It's good to see you. This is Stephen. I'm just waiting for Rabail to join me, and then we'll go ahead. So this is the Visionary Visioners, and I'm going to say good afternoon to Rabail. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
I'm glad that worked first time. Right, how are you today?
Yes, I'm very fine. Tell me about yourself.
Good. Everything's good here, and
Okay.
looking forward to the show. So, I'd like to
Okay.
welcome everybody to the show who's joined us on Facebook. We are live from belive.tv, and
Yes.
this is our second show, isn't it?
Yes. This is our second show. I am very excited and happy that we are doing it. And as you know that today the topic is success. So I hope the visionary readers being successful. Okay. So who want to join us will be very happy, and we'll discuss about successful people, and we will discuss and we want to know that what is success to you. Yes, Stephen.
Indeed. What determines success? And if you are
Yes.
watching, then the link to join us is up above. Just press that link and you can come in and you can join Rabail and I on air. Now, what does being successful mean to you?
Okay, being successful means to me that I should be happy. So it is very simple for me. Happy and smiling in every moment. Try to be happy, make myself happy, and the people around me happy. So this is meant for me, being successful.
Right. And is happiness about money?
It's happiness about bringing satisfaction in my life and the people around me.
Yeah.
Yes, money is also the part.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's being successful, as you say, is being happy, and
Yes.
your family are happy and well and looked after, and that you have a lot of good friends around you.
Yes, a lot of good friends.
That's one way of success. Now there are two people you wanted to talk about today, and I'm going to put their picture up, and
Yes.
you can talk about them for a moment.
Okay. And I hope that the people from yes, this is a picture of ABDUL EDHI, and the people who are watching me from Pakistan, I want that you should also participate and tell us that what they know about ABDUL EDHI. And what I know is that he's a legend. He's a philanthropist, and in Pakistan, he's a man. When he was little child, his mother gave him a penny, and she advises, yes, Abdul Sadar, and she advises him that half of the penny you should spend on yourself, and half of the penny you should spend on others. So in that way, Abdul Sadar is raised by his mother. He was being poor, but then he run different kind of things. But he has EDHI Foundation, which help poor, which help orphans, which run hospitals, ambulances, rehab centers. So basically, the purpose is serving, giving things to others, giving shelter to others. So he is Abdul Sadar EDHI, and I included in my show that being successful means to us in our society is that you have a lot of money. Consider that when you have a lot of money and you haven't satisfaction level, you haven't have happiness with you. If you didn't have happiness with you, then what will happen? Does that money helps you? I think not.
I agree that money doesn't buy you happiness. You can't buy happiness.
Yes.
But we have a choice when we wake up every day, don't we, as to what the day is going to bring. And if we start the day looking for good things, then we'll find good things.
Yes.
You
Yes,
agree?
indeed. Yeah, I agree.
Right. Now, the second person you wanted to talk about was this gentleman.
Okay. Yes. Do you know him?
Yes, yes, he's well known. Yeah, around the world.
Okay. What do you know about him? I will tell, but firstly, I want to know from your side. Who is
Right.
he?
Okay. His name is Anthony Robbins,
Yes.
and 18 years ago, I was at a point in my life where I had two young sons to bring up, and I needed to change things. And I read The Giant Within, which is by Anthony Robbins, and that book helped me to move forward. It's full of practical ways of actually improving how we live our lives, and with purpose and with optimism. And so that's how I know Tony Robbins. He had a great effect on my life when it was needed. And since then, I've gone on, and for the last 17, 18 years, I've been lucky again. That's me.
Okay. Lovely. So, the Jade Within. The book name is
The giant with awaken the giant within.
Awaken the Giant Within.
Yep.
Okay, yes, that's very beautiful. Okay, so after reading that book, you find purpose in your life. So, what do you think that now your children are living a well life after that when you read that
But
book and hmm?
I have two sons, both married, and one
Okay.
lives in Melbourne in Australia, and the second son lives in Lancashire in England. And I'm very grateful that they both have happy lives and successful careers.
Okay, I'm very happy to listen that. Okay, so Anthony Robbins, actually, I know him when I listened his motivational videos, and what I know about him is that when he was 19, he has very miserable life because his father lost leave them. When I heard his video, I searched about him that who he is, so I get to know that in the age of 19, he was a company holder. And in the newspaper, the people or the what I say newscasters the people who write in newspaper write about him that he's a wonder boy because in the age of 19 he has a company. But the thing is that after that, because he has lot of income, he didn't carry out very well and his company broke. But his life run away, and then he again regain the position after making himself able. But the thing is that what the thing is which motivated me about him is that like he is a well-known personality about like you tell me the book Awaken the Giant Within. I also know the book Unlimited Power Within and
Mm-hmm.
Unleash the Power Within. Like
So,
he
yep.
has already so much books, and he's a bestseller author, a businessman, and I am happy that through internet I listen lot of his videos. And you know what, my mentor also gave me his course, and I also done that. The thing is that the people who bring change in our life are very beautiful, and he is one of them. As he brings change in your life, I think he is bringing change in many of people's life.
Indeed, indeed he has, and he
Yes.
continues to do so. I mean, I know a lot
Yes.
of people who've read his
Hmm.
books, taken his courses, and
Yes.
benefited from it. I mean, we all need to
Okay.
find somebody uh, who we can listen to and appreciate. And in this particular case, Anthony Robbins has played a part in both our lives. That's basically probably why we're talking here today, because we're both
Yes.
optimists. Now, I just want to tell you a little bit just on optimism. My optimism comes from basically from the place that I have family and friends, but also from the place that I live. And I'm very fortunate to live in DEVIZES in Wiltshire, and that's our town centre. And it's a market town, and the area around it has a population of about 23,000 people. And the thing is, it's a kind of town where people talk to people and next door neighbours help each other. And I think that's part of living a successful life as well, is living well with your neighbours.
Yes, agree. Indeed.
Yeah.
That's very beautiful. What is the, actually, I skipped, what is the name of that place?
DEVIZES. Just a minute. I'll just give a second.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. DEVIZES. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a very beautiful place. Inside in that building, what is?
Well, behind the buildings at the back are all shops.
Okay.
So you have banks and restaurants and a whole range of different shops are behind there. But that's the town centre, and that's where every Thursday, today in fact, there is a market where local farmers and local businesses come, and people visit the market and buy goods, and it's a tradition that's been going on for a lot of years.
Okay.
Now, perhaps next week you could bring some photos of where you live, and we can share those too. Just one more photo. I'll just bring that down.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Okay. And that again is in DEVIZES, and that's close to the church.
Okay.
And it's just a beautiful area. That's a photograph that I took about a year ago. And I think where you live determines whether you're successful. Who your friends are helps as well.
Yes. Yes, it's beautiful. Thank you for sharing about and telling us about DEVIZES. And you know what? Today, what happens? Steven, today what happens? We are live from our page, and I think that because there is nobody comment here, and anybody who are seeing us on FB, please come and join us and share your point of views. I think that because we are live from our from our page, so nobody is coming up.
Okay. There are two things. When you start a new page, you've got to let people get used to it. Now, you've got people liking the page. And the other thing is that a lot of people will watch the show afterwards. So this is not our total audience. This is part of it. And for next week's show, because the page is new, we just encourage people to join us on the page. So these are first steps. The best page to broadcast from is the page. There's nothing to... Actually, you can broadcast on the page whenever you like. Yeah, we can broadcast on the page whenever we like. I mean, we've got this show which is at 8 p.m. on Thursdays, but there's no problem with doing a 5-minute show on a Friday or on the weekend or Monday or Tuesday, just to encourage people to come along and say what's going to be happening on the show. And it's a step-by-step thing to building an audience. Because at the moment, people are working out where to find us, and we've got somebody else joined us. If you've just joined us now, if you say hello, we can see your comments. I want to say welcome to the show, and if you could share the show, that would be nice too. And this has been our second show.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I mean, to be successful, this is the point of the show, to be successful.
Yes.
Takes hard work, doesn't it? You don't get the audience overnight. You've got to build that audience over time, and you do that by providing shows which have content good content that people recognize. And over time, I'm sure that will happen.
Yes. Yes, I'll work on it, and I think that we are trying to build our audience, and I hope, I'm being optimistic as you are and I, and we are optimistic, and our vision is to connect 1 million people around the world. So through this page, which is Visionary Winners, actually we write the title name, the Visionary Winners, because of viewers, our audience who will see us, because we all have visions about our life, to be successful, want to be happy. So if you want to be happy, if you want to be successful, if you want to be motivated, then join our page and we will welcome you. Share our page, comment on it. So, okay, do you know about, Stephen, do you know about some family members who are successful, who belong to very middle class family, and after that they work on it and they get success? Do you know about that kind of stories of people, or in your family?
I mean, there are people who are successful in our country. You can think of Richard Branson.
Okay, Richard Branson.
Yeah.
I didn't know about him.
Oh, right, okay. Okay, you'll have to Google him afterwards. I'll put his name up here.
Okay.
Right. This is just a minute.
You can include him in our show.
I'll bring him along next week.
Okay, fine.
This is he, Richard Branson, and he's very successful. He started life with a record label. Have you heard of a tune called Tubular Bells?
I think no.
All right, okay. Right. Tubular Bells was a record, a CD by Mike Oldfield, and Richard Branson was the boss of the record company that published it, and he made money from doing that. He then invested that money and started Virgin Airlines, and if you've heard of anything with the Virgin brand, then he's been involved, and he's now owns his own island, Necker Island, and
oh my god,
he's
my god.
So if you Google him afterwards, you'll find out all about him. Yeah. Okay,
fine. Yes, sure. I will know about him. Okay, tell me, Stephen. You are telling me that there is an election in your country, in your first interview, and you said that yes.
Yeah, indeed, there is an election on June 8th, and we're waiting for our government, or the parties that are taking part in the election, to tell us what they're going to do, and then we can vote on June 8th and decide who our MPs are going to be in Parliament.
Okay.
So yeah, that's ongoing.
Okay, I will tell you now. I am telling you a very good news. We have 4 views on our page, and I don't know. And I am happy that at least we have that. It will increase gradually, and I request all of the people who are watching us, please share your point of views with us about success. What do you think that would make you successful, or what are your views about success? So if you share with us, I think we're happy and that you join us. So
we're very happy. We're very happy that you found us, and just to explain, Rabail and I have set up a web page on Facebook, which is purely for this show and everything that comes out of this. And there are 2 things you could do if you want to help us. First of all, if you like the page, that would be wonderful. If you come back for next week's show, that would be even more wonderful. And if you want to join us on screen, then just press the link that's showing above, and you're more than welcome to come and join us. We've been talking about, would you like to, as we have somebody watching now, would you like to talk about Abdul Sittar one more time?
Yes.
Yeah, again, so because people watching now didn't see it earlier.
Okay, so I am telling you about Abdul Daridi, the people who are watching me from Pakistan and the people who are watching from UK. I am telling you about Abdul Daridi. He is well-known personality of our country, Pakistan, and he is philanthropist, and he has his foundation named by EDHI Foundation, and EDHI Foundation actually helps people, and EDHI Foundation has hospitals, rehab centers, and provides shelter to orphans. So he is a man who is very poor, but through his whole life journey, he just help people, provide them shelter and provide them food, and give women to shelter. So he's a man. He's a well-known man of our country. He not only received national but international awards too. I didn't know the name of the awards, but when you search on Wikipedia, you will know about him, that how many awards he receives. But initially he belonged to a poor family, but his vision is serving people. He has purpose in his life, so that's why Abdul Sadar Idhi becomes what I say that well
Inspiration.
known. Yes,
Isn't it?
inspiration for many. Yes. So I think that if we want to serve people, then we should make role model.
Oh
And
yes,
Abdul Saidi can be one of them who just serve others.
indeed, and that's something that comes from reading the Anthony Robbins books, which we both have, Awaken the Giant Within, and you read Unleash, and those two books help you to decide a way forward. If you're watching now, if you'd like to join us on air, you can. We're going to run for another couple of minutes, but if you have any observations about being successful, then
Yes.
please join.
Okay.
And every time I say
Okay.
that, people disappear.
But we are happy.
Right.
I'm very happy that actually we are doing it. Okay, I want to share some of the point that if you want to be successful in any area, if you want to be happy or a successful, what does happiness mean, or what does successful mean to you? You just follow some simple steps, and I am sharing with easy steps with you. The first is that know what you want, know what you really want. So, like, this is our page, and we just work in that idea that we should connect the people around the globe. Like, we know what we want. I am just sharing an example with you. The people who watches us after the show, or the people who are watching us now. So know what you want, lay the strategy. Yes, know what you want, then make the strategy how you get what you want. Make the plan how you get it.
Yeah.
When
Okay.
you really, yes, make the plan. What do you want? What do you want?
Indeed, you've got to have a purpose. You've got to decide. If you don't know what you want, you'll never get it. Would that be fair?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Know what you want, make a plan, check it. If you are successful, then it's easy. If you are not, then change the approach. So this is the thing that I want to share with the viewers that are watching us on our page. And you know, Stephen, what when we are in our first show, we had a lot of audience with us. Yes.
We did. And welcome back, Ali. It's good to see you again. How are you today?
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm well. How are you?
I think we're both good. Right. How do you feel about being successful? How can you be successful?
Well, the definition of success. Can you hear me, Bob?
Right.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes, yes, fine. We can hear and see you. No problem.
Just a minute, please.
Right.
Okay. Well, the topic is very interesting. Actually, Rabail is hosting the show, I think, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Good luck, Rabail.
Thank you.
The definition of success differs from person to person. Well, some people think the success is having a beautiful house or having a beautiful car. They actually compare themselves with others. That if a person who is having a kind of a valuable iPhone, he is successful. Some people think like that. But to me, the success is a bit different from this point of view. I think success is something when you recognize yourself, it's your success, because it's a kind of difficult process. Or you struggle in your life in different categories. Then at the end of the day, you recognize yourself after a long struggling process. Then it's your success. And actually, when you recognize yourself, you actually occupy some. Actually, we are born with biologically innate abilities we have from the God. If we recognize ourselves that what we are here and what abilities we occupy, and if we recognize ourselves, definitely we will do our 100% after we have something. And success is not really easy to get in life. It's very I can't say difficult, but it's kind of a gradual process to achieve success in life. There are different parameters you have to meet with them to get success in life, and there are different different parameters you have to meet.
Sorry, Rabail, if you say.
Yes. Okay. Firstly, I want to thank you, Ali, that you are participating in our show, and we are very happy that you are participating. Thank you, in our second show, and I hope that in our future shows you also participate. And I also encourage that you should take more audience with our show, in our show, and you should share it on your timeline so more people can join us, so we can discuss and share our point of views. And I'm very pleased that you share your point of view in our show. So that's, yes,
Yeah,
I agree.
Actually, I'm very motivated for such discussions, especially about success and different life sciences issues. So I like to connect with you and share my views about the topic, because the topic, actually I'm working in there are different phases of life. You struggle in different phases of life, and right now I am actually also struggling for the same purpose of recognizing myself. I'm trying different things in my life, and I know what thing is that I am best in. So it's really a struggling process to get success in life. And I was recently listening a video that there is a habit. If you have that habit in your daily life, you will get success definitely. That was about the reading books. I have also I am in the habit of reading books from the from the recent past. I wasn't like reading books in the in the deep past, but in the recent past I have started reading books, because
Yes,
I
that's
know
right.
that reading books, reading books makes your personality influenced. It gives you different ideas. If you read a single book, that is the overall product of a person's life experience, experience of the other life. If a person who is writing a book and he published it and you read it, you are actually reading the other person's experience of whole life. So it's,
Agree.
no doubt it's kind of productive I was reading that the Warren Buffett, who is among the richest personalities of the world, he he is in a habit of reading for 5 hours a day. And the Bill Gates, the most richest person of the world, he reads a book per week. A book per week. And there are also different people like Oprah and others. They are also in a habit of reading books, and it's a kind of productive thing for you.
Yes. Okay. Yes, reading plays an important role in our personality. And you know what? Stephen also read a book 18 years back. If you joined us in earlier discussion, and he shared his story that he read a book of Anthony Robbins or Tony Robbins, and the book name is Awaken the Giant Within, and it changes his life. So yes, when we read books, it changes our life. It changes actually our thoughts and perception. And when we see with different lenses, then the whole world could be different for us. So that I encourage you that you should also keep your habit with yourself and keep participating in our show. And Stephen, do you want to say something?
I also like your please, Stephen, sir.
Yeah, I agree with the outlook that you both have, in that it is a struggle, but if you keep going and you read and you watch and you listen and you learn, then you can achieve some success. And we've talked at the top of the show, success isn't money. Success is family, friends, and the whole area around that. And we count our health. We're fortunate to be healthy. We're fortunate to live where we do. I was showing photos of where I live, and Rabail is going to show photos next week of from Pakistan. So we're looking forward to that. If you want to bring a couple of photos, Ali, of where you live, then we can show those as well. What we want to do is to get everybody involved. And I will try.
Yes. Okay. In the next show, I guess. Stephen, do you want to say something?
No. Yes. The next.
So.
Okay.
Yes. In the next week. I think in the next week I'll bring some photos here, and we'll include it in our show.
Brilliant. Yeah. If you send me the photos on Messenger, or upload them to the Facebook page. Send them on Messenger, and I'll upload them. That's good. Right. Okay. So this week we have been talking about being successful and what it means to each of us. Thank you to everybody who watched us live. Thank you to everybody who joins in the replay. As Rabail said, we look forward to seeing you again next week, Ali, at around about 8 p.m. your time, and we will be back with show 3.
Yes.
You'd like to say your thank yous?
It's all over for now.
Yes.
Yeah, it's only a short show. Aaron and I are back tomorrow at 10. Yeah. Okay, but this is a short show. Okay.
Okay. Do you want to say something, Ali?
Actually, I have also mentioned the 3 rules for getting success in life to the show of Stephen Haley with Robert. I think his name was Robert, and Oren in the previous show of Stephen Haley. These are the major critical and typical steps for getting success in life. The first one is honesty. A scientist from probably from America, he researched over different 700 personalities, the successful personalities of the world. He researched over them, and he enlisted 30 most important parameters, the common parameters the successful people have among them. The first one was honesty. If you are honest with your work, then the success is for you in the future, because a kind of commodity you are getting with dishonesty is not going permanent for you in the future. With anything you get with dishonesty.
Okay.
So yeah, honesty is the very best. And the second one is hard work. No doubt, hard work beats every every kind of symbol of life. Hard work beats it. So with enough courage and enough motivation, we have to keep on struggling in life until we are near to our success. Because some people give up right at the edge of success. So the second
that's
part
true.
was hard work,
Yeah.
and the third part is patience. If you are honest, firstly, then you are hardworking, then you have to wait for the right time coming to you, because you have to give your best. At every step of life, you have to give. You are supposed to give your best, and then you have to have strong belief on Almighty, because what's in your hand is to work hard, and what's in the Almighty's hand is to give you the reward, the best reward you are, I mean, capable of. What God knows better that what you need and what is best for you, and you have to wait until that time is coming to you. So these are the prominent steps for getting success in life.
Okay.
Thank you, Ali.
Steven, you.
No, over to you, Mom.
Okay, so thank you, Stephen. I think that it was a fruitful discussion that on today's topic, and in the next week we'll come with another interesting topic. And I thanks to you, Ali, for your participation, and thank you so much, Stephen, for your support. Stephen, for your support, for your help, and for bringing people together from Canada and Pakistan. And I hope that we'll continue work on it until our goal achieved. So with that, and so
Okay.
we should say bye bye.
Say goodbye. We say goodbye. Say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
We'll see you next
Goodbye,
week.
everyone. See you
Bye.
next week. Goodbye.
Right, and thank you for watching, and we'll catch you all later. Bye for now.